going to be quickly summarizing what happens in chapter 31 of Jane Eyre. So in Jane Eyre, we meet this Rosamond Oliver, and she's this not only very lovely and wealthy character, but she's also genuinely sweet and kind. And she is not the, she's the opposite of a Blanche Ingram while still being wealthy and beautiful. And so Rosamond Oliver, she provides a place for Jane to live and teach school. The only thing that is unfortunate about this is that Jane does find that she's not super enjoying the work. It's not as fulfilling as she'd like it to be, and I don't get the sense that it's at all because the girls who she's teaching are like poor and lowly. It's just Jane isn't where she wants to be or necessarily who she wants to be with. And one day, after a school day, St. John is visiting Jane, and she tells him kind of how she's doing, how she's feeling in this teaching role here. And he is like, oh, he relates with her. But then he almost turns it into this moment of like being preachy and I guess a little self-righteous. I'm not a huge fan of St. John. And so then he says, well, yeah, I used to feel that same way, but then I heard God's call and I'm going to be a missionary. And as he's talking about this, especially in his case, kind of extreme life path, perhaps, the ever so lovely and sweet Rosamond Oliver shows up. And Jane watches their interaction, and she can very much tell that that St. John and Rosamond love okay, I don't want to give St. John that he loves her. You can tell that Rosamond is in love with St. John, and you can tell that it's almost like Jane can see that he is fighting his own attraction or interest in Rosamond. And so she sees that he is just denying himself the right to be in love with her. And so it's just this kind of sad dynamic, especially for Rosamond Oliver's character. And yeah, that is essentially chapter 31 of Jane Eyre. If you have any questions about finer details of the chapter, please let me know. This is just a overview. I know, especially books that were written over 100 years ago, they tend to have it, it's our same language, but it's different. And if you're not used to reading it, then sometimes you can read the whole chapter and maybe understand the whole chapter, but sometimes it just helps to have a summary. So this is essentially that. It's to kind of provide you with a summary of what has happened in the chapter, just to tie it all together, especially because the chapters can sometimes get pretty lengthy. So, as I said, that's chapter 31. I hope this video finds you well. I hope it's useful to you. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe, all of those things. Thanks again for watching.